Jason and Jabari. Jason and Jabari.
What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason and Jabari Gaming, and today I will be sharing with you guys some rank 2 and rank 1 Nightcrawler gameplay. I recently purchased Nightcrawler as a 7-star. I did not want to invest in the 6-star and Sig 200 and ascend him. Nightcrawler has had a rebalance to him, and he's, in my opinion, well, I'm going to save that for the end. I'll give him a rating at the end if you guys stick around. During the process of this video, I'll be discussing the pros and cons that I think about the 7-star unawakened. Now, I want to start off by saying short time, the 6-star high Sig and Ascension, or not Ascension, just high Sig, Nightcrawler will be better. If that is what you're looking for, then I would recommend that you do that. If you're looking for a short term, I'm playing the long-term game. Obviously it's going to be a while to get Nightcrawler to a decent Sig, but he still works, or does he? So we'll find out. So we're going to go with the with Nightcrawler. We're going to go with the Wags. Havoc gives him, I think, extra crit or something of that nature, and then we have Professor Xavier and Juggy, and that's all for like crit and stuff like that. I have the synergy teams here, so you know, he swashbuckling mode, he gets 30% increased chance for an instant bleed, and that normally happens when he's like critting. So basically Nightcrawler, the way he functions now is similar to Starkey, where if you evade, he gets a prowess. Just like if you evade with Starkey, he gets one of his buffs as well, up to 10. Now he's not similar in the sense that those prowess can fall off. Multiple prowess can fall off at a time, so it's a little bit more challenging to keep him at a higher prowess count, because there is a timer in association with him. But we'll see what we can do. So I did do the crit focus, and I did do the block penetration, because obviously I want him to crit more. Yeah, so we might change that to critical damage, but I mean, it's all the same, kind of. I also have the Gambit relic, so he can do a big special too, which is kind of hit and miss. My Gambit relic is unduped. I mean, it's not super reliable, but when it does do a big crit, it definitely shows you it does a big crit. So here we are. This is a rank 1 Nightcrawler. Okay, so this is my first time trying. Another thing is, with these fights, keep in mind I am going to do some battlegrounds fights. I was not aware that you can switch his stance by doing a ending your combo in a light attack. I did not know that until basically most of the fights were already over with. So take that with a grain of salt, because it is kind of hard to switch them manually, because when they try to hit into you, you will see a couple of different instances when we get to the battlegrounds fights that he will automatically dex on his own. But we have some cool things about him that I don't know if you guys know, that we're going to talk about. But here the idea is to get to 10 prowess, and then he'll get some precision passives, which will help with his crit chances, which you see he's critting. And when he does the crit, he also does an insta bleed, and those are the red numbers, and those are pretty good numbers. As you saw, that was a rank 1, took 77 hits. Not bad, not bad. So now we're going to do it again. We're going to exit out, and we're going to take him to rank 2. This is sped up. The footage is sped up. I didn't want to speed it up so much where you guys couldn't actually see what was going on, but this is about a 14-minute video. That was almost a 25-minute video, so it's sped up quite a bit. But anyway, here we are taking him up, and we're going to do that Winter Soldier fight one more time, kind of see if we can get him down. Obviously it'll be less hits, but how many hits? And obviously I can't replicate what I did to a T, but I'll try my best. Trying to replicate a fight is easier said than done, because you're counting on the AI to do exactly what it did the time before, and the probability of that actually happening is very, very slim. But we're going to get as close to it as we can. We have this same exact synergy team. All we did was rank up our Nightcrawler real quick from rank 1 to rank 2. I have my 10 prowess, and I'm still not understanding that I can manually switch. I did it there on accident, but I was unaware that I could do it that way. So we are in the swashbuckling mode here. We have 4 crit pass or precision passes with the 10 prowess. Now we're at 5. We're trying to get to another special 2, but he's already down to 30% at this point. So we're hitting fairly hard, I would say. And then a big special 2 there. He's down to 2%. 2 more hits and he's down. So that to me was pretty good. 46 hits. The last one was 77. I thought that was fairly good, but it's not up for me to judge. I just want to show you guys. So leave a comment once you guys watch the video, and let me know your honest opinion on what you think of the 7-star unawakened one, because we've already stated, and I'll say it again for those who like to skip a lot, the 6-star high sig rank 5 ascended or not is already going to be a little bit better than the 7-star unawakened. Short term. Long term, when you get your 7-star, obviously higher sig, then he'll be better, which we all understand. So let's get into the Battlegrounds fights. Shout out to Forgotten. I'm gonna leave a channel link to his channel there. He helped me with all these fights. And go check him out, man. He's a very solid player, a good friend of mine, and yeah, good dude. Thank you for helping me out, Forgotten. This is the Gladiator Circuit meta. This is the only fight I did in the Gladiator Circuit meta. Why? Because I wanted to show you guys what his offensive capability is. In the Gladiator Circuit meta currently is Footloose, which gives the opponent an unstoppable and a evade for however many seconds, like you see right there. And we have nothing to stop that, so he's gimped severely. So I didn't think that was an honest assessment of him offensively. So from now on, the fights will be in victory track, and then we can get a little bit better idea of what he can do in a meta that doesn't hinder him, where time is very, very relevant. But yeah, I did not know that I could switch his stance, or otherwise I would have gone probably faster in all of my fights. But you know, we got him down. 46 score, 85 seconds. Not terrible, but not fantastic either. Next up, we have a rank 5 Dr. Doom here. And this is from here on out is victory track. That doesn't have any nodes that can hinder us. The only thing they do is gain a fury buff. And again, I'm trying to manually switch, which I do successfully get it. And then kind of like Starkey, I don't think the way to go is to build up to max prowess. I think naturally you should build up maybe about 8 or so, 6, 7, 8, and then start hitting, and then, you know, kind of back off from there. Because again, with Nightcrawler, there is a time limit, right? So with Stealthy, it's indefinite. With Nightcrawler, it is a time limit. Now with Stealthy also, you also have to remember that once you hit, he could lose it through critting and stuff like that. But mainly it's just through time limit with Nightcrawler. So we're up to 10 of our prowess, and we have 5 of the precision passives. We go into a special 2 after we throw the striker, and he is dead. So that was a 69-second fight, high score. I think that's very respectable. Now we're going to go to a terrible fight, and that's against Photon. Can he take this fight? You guys will see if he can or not. But Photon is bleed immune. A lot of the damage from Nightcrawler comes from the secondary damage, which is the insta bleeds. And when you go against an opponent that cannot bleed, this is what that looks like. Photon cannot bleed, so the damage that we deal is only the basic damage. So I would not recommend that you guys take in Nightcrawler unless you're in a really big pinch or a throw round into a bleed immune champion, because those insta bleeds do count only for champions that can bleed. And Photon cannot bleed. However, something cool about Nightcrawler, if you guys haven't noticed, and this is what I wanted to show you guys, he has his own built-in dexterity. So when somebody like Photon or whomever defender comes out where they fail the dexterity buff, it really won't matter. We've already done it once while she's in her pure life form, and I'm bringing that up intentionally because that's actually pretty clutch. Now we're going to throw off the special 2. She's in her pure life form, we dex it. Look at that. Dexterity fail, dexterity fail, dexterity fail. Full evade of the special 2, just like we did with the special 1. Obviously time is winding down. This Photon, I believe, is an ascended Photon, but we do get her down. That was the cleanest Nightcrawler fight you're going to see. And we did end up winning that one, but I would not recommend taking Nightcrawler on the offense against Photon, even though you guys just saw a super clean Photon fight with my Nightcrawler. But I did think that was really, really cool. He could do that. Next up, we have a rank 2 unawakened Titania. I don't think the duped ability matters here at all, but she is a tank. She is a tank. She takes a long time, and then she has her own built-in haymaker, which gives her an unstoppable, unblockable, and indestructible. So when she builds that timer back down, she'll gain that. But yeah, she has a substantial amount of health as well. So it is fairly common for people to throw her on defense. Her primary use is offense, but it's fairly common for her to be a stall option on defense. So here we go. A little over a minute has elapsed, and she's down to 20%, guys. She's down to 20%. We throw off the striker into another special 2 after a 5-hit combo to be sure. And yeah, down in 71 seconds, 49 score. That again is respectable, guys. That's very respectable in my opinion. But it's not my opinion, it's yours. I'm just going to show you what can be done. Next up, we got the Nick Fury in the victory track meta. And again, guys, we can go faster on all of our fights once again, for those of you who are skipping around, because I never really utilized switching his stance with the light attack. We got it there, but I wasn't paying attention to it like that. But yeah, so we did end up getting tagged here, which will gimp our score, obviously. But so far, it's going fine-ish. We throw off the special 2 after a 5-hit combo, which will take him into his next life. And we're going to bait out his special 2, of course. We're going to go back in a little bit. I am trying to let him tick down on his own naturally. Then I let him hit into my block a little bit. I hold block to bait out a heavy. We go into the striker to finish it off. Yeah, that would have been a 48 score had it not been for that, which is very respectable in my opinion. So here he is on defense. This is what he did. He killed a Juggy and 6 hits, right? And then he killed a Kate Bishop, and he did that in 7 hits. And this is him on defense. This is actually Gladiator Circuit as well. These are real matches. He killed somebody who decided to use Wolf. He did that in about 21 hits. And then he also killed a guy using Shuri. And we'll get to that score. So yeah, 27 hits. I give him a 7.5 out of 10 on defense. But let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe. Subscribe to Forgotten. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.